This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
This is the Simplistic Reviews Podcast. They talk movies. They talk TV. They talk about their outrage and disappointment from The Expendables 3 getting leaked online. Guys? Well, I guess not. I'm your announcer, Julie, and I can't think of a celebrity beef lamer than Freddie Prinze Jr. and Kiefer Sutherland.
George Takei and Bill Shatner.
Alright.
Orlando Bloom and Justin Bieber.
I don't think.
Keisha Johnson and Justin Bieber.
But.
Weird Al Yankovic and Yash.
Okay. I guess you're right. Man, celebrities are lame. Here are your hosts, Matthew Stewart, DJ Valentine, and Justin Polizzi.
Farewell, Rockford. This is the Simplistic Reviews Podcast. I'm DJ Valentine, and I'm joined by two men who consider themselves private dicks, Matthew Stewart and Justin Polizzi. How you guys doing?
My dick's good, thank you.
Dickalicious.
Private and public dicks.
Thanks for asking. No one ever asks about our dicks.
I think it's something people are missing out.
It's a shame that the world and society has gone down the hill without getting to the point where they can do that. Yeah. I mean, you hear women ask about each other's vaginas, you know?
That's the quality the show gives you. Right off the bat, we get into dick jokes. Right from the word go.
This is more like a public service announcement. This is a PSA, a penis service announcement.
A penis A.
A penis essay.
Here's your penis A.
If we don't, who will?
Probably the police when they arrest you for indecent exposure. Probably that.
What's the old saying? Fuck the police.
Yeah, fuck the
police. It's fuck the police. Get away. It's
if
fuck
Ice
the
Cube's
police.
ever taught me anything about life,
fuck
especially in the movie Torque, it's fuck the police.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up yet. We're gonna get into that later. I don't even fucking hear his name. He's like fucking Voldemort to me. Don't say it.
O'Shea. What's his name? O'Shea? Something?
I don't even fucking remember.
It's like a weird we'll get into that. Name. He has like the most
He's got an Irish name.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
O'Flanahan is this fucking...
O'Flanahan, O'Shea.
Cube O'Shea.
Oh, God. All right. Let's do Word of the Month.
We interrupt this podcast for a Word of the Month special report. I would have preferred an interruption of static instead, but that's just me.
All right. Comic-Con just ended, so we're going to dedicate our Word of the Month to Comic-Con. Justin, anything stands out to you about the Comic-Con? I mean, everything that's been released at Comic-Con has essentially been released online so far, but what were your thoughts? What stood out to you in Comic-Con?
What stood out? A few things. Some things not too well known, some things very well known. We were texting back and forth, you and I, during Comic-Con, and I would say definitely, which is funny, Warner Brothers definitely won it. I think Avengers came in very close, maybe a tie almost. But, I don't want to steal yours, because I know what you're going to say about a particular trailer.
You already know what mine is. You all know what mine is.
But I will say, I will just take the card and say Batman versus Superman, just for, because I wasn't really expecting that footage. I was not expecting any of that, so that was nice.
I'm just wondering if that's even going to be in the movie, or they're just like they're just doing that to fuck with people. It's like, we care about this franchise a lot.
I think it will. You think they're going to spend all that money just for a few seconds?
I think it's Warner Brothers, man. Why the fuck not? They got all the money in the world.
I hope not, because it looked damn good.
It looked bad.
Well, it's the biggest I wouldn't dick tease you've ever seen in the history of dick teases.
I think it's the biggest dick tease. I don't think they're going to show that in the movie, because the context of it just seems like it's. I mean, he'll have the suit and whatever, but I don't think that part is going to be in the movie. I think it's just the whole trailer moments.
If anyone didn't see it, I mean, it's difficult to. Everyone's got to see it. I mean, we have it on the YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
being taken down on
No, we don't, Warner Brothers. We don't have anything on our YouTube
channel.
channel. What are you fucking talking about?
Guy in a bat suit and
just to see.
Never heard of it.
Just to see Batman on the screen with those eyes.
Yeah. With the white eyes. I mean,
I've been waiting to see that.
Everybody was saying, it's the first time Batman has white eyes. I'm like, you guys remember The Dark Knight?
Have you guys ever seen the animated series? He has white eyes.
No, movie-wise.
No, I mean, live action white eyes. They were saying it's the first time you've seen live action.
Yeah, but I don't really count Dark Knight because...
You don't count Dark Knight? Because that was the first time live action we've ever seen.
That's true. But it's so gimmicky. Like, it made me cringe when I first saw it because... It's a nod, yes, we know that, but it could have been better. They could have did a better job with that. Then again,
here it looks awesome. Here it looks fucking awesome.
That looked cool. That's what I'm saying. I've wanted to see something like that on film with Batman for a long time. So it's just nice to finally see that. I was not expecting that. So that was nice. And there's other things too, even like the Deadpool footage thing, but that came out, that was made three years ago. So that's not part of Comic-Con, but it came out during the time. Yeah, and that was just fantastic. So it's tough, but there's little things like that, like the Deadpool thing that came out, but that wasn't part of it, so it's a shame. No. They could have really did something like that. That would have stole everybody away.
It's funny to me because Ryan Reynolds is born to play one part. And they'll never make that part for him. He's born to play Deadpool. Like, certain actors are born to play a certain part. He's born to play Deadpool, and they'll never make this movie.
And yet he plays all the parts he doesn't need to play.
Yeah,
it's like, why are you in the proposal, Ryan Reynolds? What's going on here?
No, Ryan got to eat.
Ryan got to eat. Matthew, what do you think about Comic-Con? What stood out to you? You were on vacation.
Yeah,
so,
I was in New Orleans at the time, so I didn't really get to. I mean, I caught up like the day after, and I saw Friday, and I saw some of the Thursday stuff and things like that. But it seemed Saturday was the fucking that's the geek jism day. Was everybody's just whipping their
the
fucking
geek bomb
geeks
went
out,
off,
everybody's
exploded,
just busted nuts left and right. I get we'll just. I think the elephant in the room. I'm sorry if I'm taking it from you, DJ, but Mad Max is the fucking.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, that kind of came. Not that it came out of nowhere, but
me and you have been talking about Max for a long time, for like about a year.
I mean, it's always been one of those things like God, but not. I don't think always in the best way. It's like, oh, Mad Max, really? This movie's been like nobody's ever been. How are they going to make this movie? George Miller's going to fucking die before this movie gets fucking made. He's going to make another Happy Feet movie before he does another fucking Mad Max movie. But
another Babe movie.
But then they bust this trailer out, and it's like, holy, this is fucking Thunderdome. This is Mad Max.
Let me ask you this.
Everybody said the same thing. They were like, this is, I don't know if this is good or not, but this is fucking crazy looking.
Yeah, let me ask you this. All right, for Matt, what stand out in that trailer the most for you?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Goddamn,
that's a good question.
God, the one moment the thing that sold me was when they're chasing him through the fucking wasteland.
Okay.
And the car fucking flips over 17 times, and I'm like, damn, that's like some real car flipping shit right there. Everything.
What about DJ? What about that? What about that for you?
The other thing too with the fucking guys putting the clown face, like the fucking smiley clown face over it.
Oh, that shit's creepy.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Is that like it's a mask with human teeth, right?
Yeah, the gas mask.
Yeah, it's like a mask with human teeth. Oh man!
I do want to see it for a few seconds.
Yeah. I think I may be the main bad guy. Him and Nicholas Hoult.
No, I think the girl. I think it's the Rose.
You think it's
wears
her?
that. Yeah, I think she wears that.
Oh, really?
I think it's the play. I think it's a play on with like the pretty girl with the scary looking face.
Well,
that'd be fucking badass. That makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There's a scene. I think she might be putting it up toward her face. I think. Watching it, let's see, because I'm almost sure she does something like that.
I mean, is this the first time a reboot has been done by the original director? I've been thinking back since I saw this trailer. And I
no.
I couldn't.
I want to say no for some reason.
Well, do you still? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean,
good.
I don't know if I consider this a reboot. That's a confusing.
This is supposed to take place in between Max and Road Warrior. That's what I've been hearing. It's supposed to take place in between those two movies, which I don't think so because I think this is just its own reboot. I think it's its own fucking thing, man.
That's the thing. They don't really have a time frame. But
well, no, he said it's going to be. He said he already wrote the next one, so I don't think it's a standalone. Like it's going to end here. I think he has a whole.
Well, not necessarily a standalone, but like in terms of like this new trilogy, I guess they're going to make. I don't know if it's going to be a new trilogy or whatever they're going to do with it, but I don't know. I mean, like Justin was saying, what stood out to you? Yeah.
Yeah, the moment that stood out to me when I was kind of like, I mean, everything, the cinematography in this movie is beautiful. I mean, this trailer is
that's what stood out for me.
Yeah, there's a moment in the trailer where I was like, okay, that's fucking Max. Is when they cut to Tom Hardy and he gives that thumbs up.
Oh yeah, that was like, I like that.
He's
very
like,
sly.
He just looks so exaused, like, all right,
like,
all right,
I got it. A fucking hood ornament for like half this movie.
He gives like this thumbs up to, I guess, to Charlize Theron. I was just like, that's fucking Max right there. I mean, everything else looked beautiful, but I didn't like feel like I forgot about Mel Gibson the moment he did that thumbs up. I was like, yeah, we all three of us knew that he was probably the best person for this role because I was reading like Sam Worthington was up for this and is it Joel Edgerton? Somebody else was up for this role and then they got Hardy and I'm like, man, I can't think of anybody else playing this character. Nobody else, because you know Tom Hardy's going to eat it. Tom Hardy's going to eat this role up. Yeah. So it's not even.
Yeah, he really is. He just fits it.
It just gets my blood pumping. Like I'm fucking stoked when I'm watching that.
And we gotta wait for fucking ever for this fucking movie to come out.
Well, at least you know they're done with the movie at least now, or at least almost done with the movie. So.
Yeah, and hopefully the next. I mean, I heard what happened with the delay. The delay was that they were filming somewhere, and it was supposed to be a desert, and then it rained, and like
mud.
This desert turned into like it turned into like this big fertile landscape. So they had to fucking move the entire this entire shoot to some other place. And I'm like, I can understand how that happened because I think they had plotted it out schedule wise that they were where they were gonna shoot, and then. Rainstorm turned into goddamn Eden, so they couldn't shoot there anymore. But yeah, anything other than that for you?
That was one thing that really stood out to me. I couldn't believe I saw something that was kind of cool. The Batman Superman thing is cool. I find it kind of weird that they're like, yeah, this online stuff you saw at Comic-Con is never going to see the light of day outside of this. It's like that kind of confuses me a little bit because. I mean, I guess they're playing off like, well, if you were there at Comic-Con, you got a treat. It's like, yeah, but you've heard of this thing called the internet. People put stuff on it so everybody saw it. So why don't you just
never heard of it?
Why don't you just fucking put it out for everybody? I don't understand why they're being so secretive with the whole thing. It's that's why I'm kind of thinking this is almost like a test footage, and nothing that's going to be in the movie itself. That's what.
Like I remember for Iron Man 2, they had when Iron Man 2 was at Comic-Con, they showed the scene where they were War Machine and him are back to back, and they were shooting a whole bunch of stuff, but it didn't have it was really fast, and it seemed like it was a test, but it ended up being in the movie.
Yeah.
So maybe it will be in the movie. I just don't. I kind of think that this might not for some reason.
I think it is. I think it is. So we got two not. One is essentially
the one true believer.
One believer.
I believe it is going to be it. I think the reason why they haven't released it is essentially multiple reasons. One of them is just to keep drumming up. Everyone's clamoring for this footage because it gets taken down. Why are they taking it down, number one, if that wasn't the case? The other one, too, is this is very early footage. So, a lot of CG stuff has not been worked out. So I'm afraid that if they were going to release this stuff and people were going to be complaining about this, complaining about that, when in fact they still got a lot more work to be done, possibly in that scene. So,
nobody's really complained about it. I mean, even the only complaints I heard about that panel were that Wonder Woman looks like Xena and that the three actors didn't talk, which. Kind of. I mean, the two things I'm worried about of this movie have been consistent. I was never worried about Affleck. I'm just worried about what voice he's going to use. Which I don't think he's going to go. I think he's going to go quiet.
Scary.
And can Wonder Woman act? which I don't think she can.
That's
That's
the
the only
she
two.
looks
I think
good
she
though.
can.
I'll give you that. She looks like a good looking Wonder Woman.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. The whole suit for her. A lot of people say it's too brown. It's too minusing of color. But
Yeah, they just put a filter.
there's
on
a filter on it. There's a
Yeah.
filter on that.
Yeah. It's
There's a
called
filter on the
sepia,
Batman
folks.
one. So I mean, you gotta just wait a little bit and see. And I guarantee you, there's gonna be a little bit gold in there, a little bit blue.
The overall look I like. I like how it looks aesthetically. I think it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, and I didn't think
because I'm a guy too, and I'm horny, and I want to see hot.
But
shit.
I didn't think they had the balls for
private dick.
Yeah.
for Wonder Woman to have the skirt. Let's say I thought Warner Brothers was gonna say put the pants on her, and that's that.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I take
Zack
this. This
Snyder
is better
too,
than
a
nothing.
pervert.
Yeah.
I didn't want the pants, so yeah.
No,
I'm
I'll
happy.
take this. I'll take the Xena. If I had to eat Xena comparisons over pants, I'll take the Xena.
Well, you know who
Xena's
Xena's based off of?
fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking matter. Wonder Woman's like, bitch, I was here first. What the fuck are you talking about? Thinking, how you
car
jacking
comes
my
out and just
style?
punches people in the face.
Punches
was the
Lucy Lawless in the
original.
face like, what did I do? What did I do? Of all the stuff that I got to see, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff. The Lord of the Rings trailer, which it released in
Arrow, all the
Okay.
Arrow stuff was great.
the Arrow panel. I got to talk to you guys about the Arrow panel,
Yeah.
but I got a chance to get a little glimpse of what Ultron sounds like in that Avengers trailer. Spader's gonna fuck this role up, man. He's doing. See, again, I may be biased because I'm a huge Spader fan. All right, so this trailer is essentially James Spader talking shit.
And this trailer is even harder to find. I have not been.
Oh,
able to
that
find
trailer is no. I mean, you can find the audio. That's where I kind of got some
Okay.
of the. I got to listen to the voice, and what's even cooler to me is that Whedon is using this kind of theme with Ultron as like he's Pinocchio, because in the trailer they're playing this creepy ass version of "I Got No Strings" over the trailer. So it's like, I got no strings, but it's like, it sounds like the Nightmare on Elm Street song with the little girls singing,
Well,
but it's like,
1, 2,
I got no
Ultron's
strings.
coming for you.
For you, yeah, but it's like fucking Spader, and he's like talking like he has the Spader voice. He's got the Blacklist voice. He's like, I dreamt of I had a vision of, ironically, I had a vision of a world where people were screaming and they were tangled in strings. And you just keep fucking, it is using this Pinocchio theme, and it sounds so fucking badass. So for me to say Warner Brothers won everything, I mean, outside looking in, it might seem that way, but from what I heard from this Avengers trailer, that Avengers trailer is supposedly like the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth happened. I mean, though it's like way ahead of filming for than Batman vs Superman, but like everything about it, everybody was raving. The beginning comedy scene, Ultron's voice, the way Ultron looks, hints to Thanos, all this shit. I mean, to me, I would probably call it more of a draw. Mainly because if Ben Affleck and what's her face, Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill came out and like did some questions and answers, I would probably lean toward Warner. But they just came out, waved, and left, and they didn't say shit. Only thing I got out of them coming out there was that Ben Affleck is as big as a fucking house.
Yeah.
and that was about it.
I think the reason because of that, that wasn't the plan. I think that at the last second we're like, let's throw some footage out there and let's get them on stage.
Let the footage
Because that's what surprises me the most. Like, I knew the Avengers was going to have something. I knew they were going to do a whole big, the panel and everything.
Well, they
They're
always
probably going
go
to show
big.
something.
Marvel's
And they always
kinda
do.
like-
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. For Warner Brothers, that was surprising. I was not expecting that whatsoever to be premiering a little bit of footage.
Warner needed some
Both
camaraderie.
companies disappointed me because they've been hinting all up to the fucking Saturday that I was like, are they going to announce The Rock and Shazam? Are they going to announce who the fuck Doctor Strange is, or at least announce Doctor Strange? Neither company did that. So I'm thinking at least Marvel has the excuse to say, well, D23 will announce all the other shit. What the fuck is Warner Brothers waiting for? What is their excuse? Why don't they just say, okay, whatchamacallit, Shazam, or he's not Shazam, or what? They just came out there, did the Batman thing, and that was it.
I think they feel like they've had too many blunders, and they're like, let's not compound it with something else that could potentially backfire on us and have more outrage on it. I don't know. I mean, that's... Well, what did you think of like DC as like a whole? Like not just like the Warner shit, but like all the other DC property. I mean, you have Arrow, you have Gotham. You have
first off, okay. If you want to talk about the DC panel, the Arrow panel was great, but then they had the thing where Emil comes out there with Arrow, the cast of Arrow, like the entire cast, the entire cast of Flash, the entire cast of not the entire cast of Gotham, but most of the cast of Gotham. And then most of the cast of Constantine. And the thing that bugged me about it was because Arrow is like... Arrow to the DC universe is like Robert Downey Jr. It's like it's like the staple, the benchmark. So when they went to questions, I was like, oh God, please don't just have everybody keep asking questions of Arrow. Because the Constantine people and the Gotham people are going to be like, what the fuck? And guess what happened? Every question was about Arrow. And there was like 5 questions about Arrow, like 2 or 3 questions about the Flash, none for there was 1 question for Gotham and Constantine, and all it was is Constantine and Gotham gonna do a crossover, which a fucking idiot would tell you no, they're on 2 different fucking networks. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Well,
and that was the only question.
I don't see fucking John Constantine going to Gotham for any reason.
Or going to Gotham NBC going to Fox is what they should be.
And Gotham's timeline is so messed up.
So fucked up. You have they even said, they go, I think Constantine's probably like 5 years old when this is happening, so that would be kind of... But even after that question was asked, just imagine watching that panel. The stage is just the entire cast of all 4 shows standing there, and everybody's asking Arrow questions, and you got fucking Ben McKenzie just sitting there waiting for something, no question. Then you got fucking...
Remember that show? That was on Fox.
You got fucking Matt Ryan just standing there, sitting there by himself, and then nobody's asking him fucking questions. Matt Ryan smoking a cigarette. Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin are just like, they're doing it like the fucking president of the United States. Like, next question. They're just emceeing the whole thing, and the Gotham people are just like, why are we even fucking here? They brought out Jada Pinkett for no fucking reason. She could have went home. She had no reason to stay there.
Like the DC TV panel.
The DC TV panel is essentially their mission statement is we have Arrow.
Yeah, the Flash.
We have Arrow and we have the Flash. Everything else is kind of like whatever. I mean, Constantine had to reshoot the pilot because of they canceled that or they cut off that one lady.
Yeah.
Gotham, I hear is good. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, that was the one.
People have been saying the guy who plays Penguin is like the fucking truth in that show.
Yeah, but just that trailer. Oh my God, that pissed me off. That trailer.
Again, this is the show. That show to me is flawed because I don't see how I'm going to watch 5 seasons of Commissioner Gordon not being able to kill anybody or do anything because these are Batman villains. If Batman ain't dealing with him, I don't give a I don't care. It's that's not grasp me unless there's something I'm missing. When I watch this pilot, maybe I'll knock my socks off. But Ben McKenzie Gordon, I don't think is gonna keep having me come back every season.
Yeah.
Constantine, at least, the guy who plays Constantine, he's really good.
Yeah, I like him.
I mean, the show might be a little weak around him, but he at least is good. And that show's gonna go as far as him. So I mean, you got that. But I mean, what is Ben McKenzie gonna do? He's not.
I don't.
Dude, it's gonna get canceled like after the first season.
Yeah, Fox has 0
all 3. Think about the weakest links here. I mean, Arrow has Emil. He's
keep in mind this is Fox we're talking about, and Fox made a brilliant test of Deadpool, and they still didn't go with it. So
they wouldn't go with it. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at those 4 shows, the leads on 3 of the 4 shows are really good. Matt Ryan's really good as Constantine. Stephen Amell, not only is he good as Arrow, he's like the fucking DC poster boy right now. He's their TV Robert Downey Jr. right now.
Yeah, well, good.
Grant Gustin is the most charming white guy I've ever seen in my life.
It's good. That's good, though. And that's a shame thing, too. That also came out, too, at Comic-Con, that they're definitely not going to have a crossover with the Warner Brothers TV with Warner Brothers on film, which just pisses me off because that is the obvious thing you should be able to do.
It seems like it would just be like, why not put Stephen Amell as Green Arrow in the movie? I don't. You have somebody on retainer already.
Somebody asked that question on the panel, and they kind of just like brushed right past it. Like they're like, "Thank you," and they didn't even entertain the thought.
So stupid.
It doesn't make sense.
You could do the origins on TV. And then you just graduate to film. I mean, you don't have to do all these movies.
Maybe they saw the problems that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was having, and they just reneged on the whole thing.
Well, Agents has more problems than trying to develop characters on that show. It's just other issues with that. But I mean, when you have Arrow, and it's a shame that Arrow's like big panel secret thing that came out news is that they're gonna have another Batman character on the show.
It's essentially Batman. That show is going to be better as a Batman show than the fucking Batman show. It's going to have more Batman villains than Gotham. It has Ra's fucking Al Ghul, Deadshot. It has all these fucking Batman villains.
Yeah.
And Gotham's using villains they can't do anything with because
they're not
Commissioner Gordon is not a superhero.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Commissioner Gordon going to do?
You know,
what is he
Gotham
going to do?
It feels like Muppet Babies before the Muppet Show.
And the ages are all messed up.
The ages are all fucked up. And a woman's name is Fish. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm telling you. Maybe I watched.
Fish.
Yeah, Fish Mooney or some shit. I forget her.
Fish Mooney.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I watched this pilot for Gotham. That's the only pilot of the 4 shows I haven't seen, and then maybe it'll just blow my brains out. But I got a bad something about it just does not seem right to me. It does not, and it's on Fox.
Yeah,
Fox. And we talked before about the podcast about Gotham was first came out that the news that they were making no Batman, no Bruce Wayne mention, nothing. Then it changes to.
Now he was there. Fucking Bruce Wayne was there.
But he's 10.
We're gonna mention it. Then it comes out that Bruce Wayne's gonna be in it, but Batman's definitely not gonna be it. Then it turned into. He's going to have more of a smaller part than what we were saying. And now it turns into he's training. It's like, to me.
It's like, yeah, he's 12 years old, but he's training.
He's training. He's trying to see how long he can hold his hand on a fire.
Yeah. God. The only thing I'm looking forward to, I think, on Gotham is Bullock. What's his name? Donald.
Donald.
I mean, it's a character that we've all loved, and we would love to see on in a film. It just never gets done, and it's great. I mean, you're right. I'm with you on that one. I'm happy to finally see that.
Yeah, I want to see what he's going to do with that character.
It was nice. It was nice to see the Ant-Man and.
I'd like to see Paul Rudd out there. That was interesting. Paul Rudd. I'd like to see Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas and
Corey Stoll.
Yeah, Corey Stroll. That's
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah,
I really love Evangeline Lilly. So, but the problem is
those years, man.
The problem is that production is still kind of like you can just tell by their demeanor. They're just
I'm still holding out some semblance of hope for that.
Why?
But I don't know.
I don't think this movie's even worth it. Guardians of the Galaxy, that from beginning to end has been a production that has had firing on all cylinders. This one is like trying to tread water. You got Michael Douglas there. He just looks like he's waiting in the fucking DMV for his license. He just looks uninterested. Fucking Paul Rudd looks scared out of his fucking mind. Evangeline Lilly, they ask her a question. She goes, "I haven't read a script yet, so I can't answer anything. Why the fuck are you here?"
Or even read from my scenes yet. I think I'm gonna.
She said, "I haven't even." I think they officially cast her like 5 minutes before she came out there. Corey Stoll, they just cast. I think he's replacing Patrick Wilson. Yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm holding out some hope. I mean, hey, it can't be worse than Iron Man 3.
The plot is Iron Man 1. Ironically, it's the same exact plot as Iron Man 1. Well, that's what makes it laugh.
It could be just as quirky as Guardians. I'm not sure yet. But it could be.
I don't know.
And I like Paul Rudd, so.
I remember I had a little bit of optimism until Justin told me who Peyton Reed was.
Didn't bring it on. Yeah, that's kind of bothers me a little bit. I'd rather have Tim Story as my director.
And I hate how Marvel keeps trying to sell him as well. Like it's
he's an Ant-Man fan.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I'm a Batman fan.
Trying their best.
Give me a Batman film.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, that's the only other thing that I wish there was out on. Another thing I wish Marvel would have talked about was maybe some of their Netflix stuff. I guess.
That's what I was
so
looking forward
way
to.
away.
I was really looking forward to them being there.
Yeah, bring out. They cast Rosario Dawson, Vincent D'Onofrio, and the other guy.
You didn't have to show anything.
They are filming right now.
You didn't have to show anything. You could have just had them, or you could have had them. You could have the suit there because there's a lot of Batman. Being the 75th anniversary, they had a lot of the older Batman costumes and stuff like that there, and
I think Marvel's just holding out for D23, which is what I think 2 weeks from when we're recording this. So I think that's when they're gonna drop Star Wars shit. They're gonna be dropping.
Yeah, I was surprised it wasn't
Avengers
like
shit.
It would have been really cool
Star
too to
Wars
see
presence.
like a Pacific Rim 2, like
a
shot, like
Del
something
Toro
like
was there talking
hitting the
about it.
ground.
Yeah,
He was talking about Crimson
Peak, which I'm looking
them.
forward to. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think of all the Comic Cons.
What was the worst? Let me ask you this: what was the worst?
What was the worst?
What's the worst thing you didn't like?
God, I don't know.
I'll tell you mine.
Actively seeking the worst.
What was the worst for you, Justin?
I kept telling you about it, about a certain somebody who just seemed like they did not want to be a part there, and they did not want to be a part of the movie.
Jeremy Renner?
Jeremy Renner.
He on the panel, he seemed upbeat though.
He seems on the panel a little bit more. There's two ways this is in my mind how it's presented. It's on one hand he's just a quiet person. He just does not like to do interviews.
It might be his personality.
But the other hand, he just, because like I sent you that video when the guy's like, talking about how Hawkeye is his favorite hero and he wants to see a Hawkeye movie, and Renner just like burst almost into laugh. He's like, "Why is Hawkeye your favorite?" Like he looked at him seriously.
Should have got his own character.
Hawkeye's kind of like nobody. First of all, Hawkeye is nobody's favorite character. And if he is, you're a goddamn liar who just wants to say something nice to Jeremy Renner.
I love Clint Barton. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Shut your mouth.
Sure, fine. Only if you wore the old school Hawkeye costume and not the
you want the purple? You want the purple spandex, you freak?
Yeah, I want the purple spandex with the mask on. Yeah, that's what I want.
But he's always seemed like he's just. I mean, I'm hoping it's his personality because him and Robert Downey Jr. are really close, and Robert Downey Jr. talks the world of the guy, and I really like him as an actor. But every time I look at him talking about Avengers stuff.
He's just not
Even though he was upbeat on the panel, he always seems very like,
Dude,
yeah, whatever.
I'd be excited to be a part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Making a shit ton of money.
Man. Everybody loves me. I'm in a movie that everyone loves.
And he kept saying, like,
watch.
This time around, I actually got words to say. And, and I had to make sure that, I was actually in this film. And it's like and I say it more happy than he does.
Hemsworth's getting like that too, by the way. Hemsworth's getting like that too, where he's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't really care.
Well, so,
only person that's been on that
about yourself, I guess. It's like, oh yeah, Thor, he's a thunder god. He's cool. Like,
but if you look at one person that looks like he's having a blast is Ruffalo.
Yeah,
he's always looks like he's fucking like, yes.
He's the fucking Hulk. He's like the most badass character in the Avengers, probably. Well, in terms of kicking ass, I guess.
It's true, but he looks like he actually have him and Downey Jr. But Downey Jr. is always on. I don't really count him. They look like they're having fun. Evans seems like he's as having fun because he's with his friends. He could give a shit about. He could really give a shit about Captain America. I don't think, but he's a professional and he likes everybody he's in the cast with, so he's more upbeat.
Yeah.
Renner just seems like he don't give a fuck. He don't care about the people, anybody. He doesn't care. It's like, whatever, man. Paycheck.
Pay the man his money.
Wish I had that paycheck.
Yeah, I could use it. SAG minimum. I'll take the SAG minimum. $70K or something like that. I'll take it.
Samuel Jackson always looks angry.
He was actually quite happy there.
That was the happiest I've seen him in
the happiest I've ever
years.
Seen him.
I've never seen him that happy before.
I think he let a couple things slip, though, during some interviews, which I'd rather not repeat, but something might be happening to that character.
The worst moment probably was when Elizabeth Olsen said the mutant word, and Chris Hardwick couldn't understand why people were like, "What the fuck?" They were like, people started booing her, but I don't think even she understands the crazy fucking. I don't blame her because
and let me guess,
it's a crazy situation.
It's because of copyright. It's because that Fox owns.
Because they share the rights. Fox and Marvel share the rights, but Marvel can't say mutants or Magneto or X-Men or anything. So that's very confusing.
Mutant's just a word.
But she said the way she used it was like in the word
in the dictionary.
Which is fine. That's probably why they're not going to get sued. But the way she used it, it was like she must have did her research off the comic book. She wasn't doing research off the contract that Marvel had with Fox.
That's
so that's why she didn't know what the.
That's more than I can say for Kate Mara. So.
Oh God, fucking! Oh, don't even get me fucking start. Look. Don't even get me fucking started with fucking Kate Mara because thankfully Fantastic Four was not there.
About the fucking Fantastic Four at Comic-Con, zero presence.
That was nice.
Zero. You know why? Because fuck that movie. I like Josh Trank a lot. Chronicle was great.
I don't know, man.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie.
I don't like anybody who's associated. I like Michael B. Jordan. No, Chronicle's fine. I mean,
Chronicle's fine.
It is what it is. It's not like my cream of a pants over.
I like DeHaan. I like Michael B. I like Josh Trank. Kate Mara, I'm glad she caught that train. If you get my House of Cards drift, fuck that bitch. Because I am so sick and tired of people making movies for fucking people who don't like comic movies. Stop making comic movies for people who don't like comic movies. Stop it.
Or even
make a different fucking movie. Just make your own. If you think you're pieces of shit, make your own fucking movie then. Make Chronicle.
Call it the Powerful Quartet or something like that. Like Superpower Quartet. Don't call it the Fantastic Four because that's apparently not what they're going to make anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and then she had to retract it because people were
all right. You just publicist said, hold on a minute.
I think they've realized. Hey, wait, we're working with a property that's coming off of bullshit and is not that popular. So maybe we shouldn't shit on 35% of the fan base.
Silver Surfer one will be better than this one.
Silver Surfer movie? What the fuck? You must be coming from the future.
No. I'm talking
2035.
No, Fantastic Four 2, Rise of the Surfer. Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh, that movie! Come on, man.
That will be better than the one coming out.
Oh, I don't see.
I'm hoping it will.
The difference is one will be a Fantastic Four movie.
Just to prove a fucking point. That's what I want it to be better.
But yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man, the new Amazing Spider-Man, the way this movie's sounding, I am tired, especially during this Comic-Con season. I am tired, sick and tired of people making, like having to apologize for making a comic movie. Go fuck yourself and make your own fucking movie then. You want our money, but you don't want to fucking acknowledge what the fucking thing is based on? Go fuck yourself. Make Chronicle. When he made Chronicle, I can't complain. It was a good movie. It had nothing to do with the comic. I can't say shit. Yeah. Don't say, it's Fantastic Four, but we're going to do our own fucking thing because Fantastic Four is lame. Fuck you. Make your own fucking movie then. Yeah, why do you want to use the property then? For our money? That's the only fucking reason. I'm sorry. You got me started with Kitty Mar. I'm getting agitated.
It's bothered me a long time, and I talked about that on the other pod, on the
how many times I talked about fucking Amazing Spider-Man? They made Amazing Spider-Man for douchebags, not anybody who likes Spider-Man.
Well, now they're going to reboot it, so it's okay.
Hey, it's we finally got the complete 1960s Batman on Blu-ray.
Oh,
that's true. Yes. I've been watching that on IFC on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Oh, really? I own them if you ever want them, actually.
I think
just not the Blu-ray, and I probably won't
buy. I think I would actually buy the entire series of 66 Batman.
Yeah, I would
get Adam West his money. Get Adam West some money, goddammit.
I would love to own that, but not for the $270 price tag.
I might have to put it on layaway.
But what is cool though, they did some neat things with this. You know,
will Matthew Stewart purchase the Batman TV show?
I know.
Will we have
find out next week?
Same bad time, same
bad channel. Will Matt go into debt buying every episode of Batman TV show?
Will Matt become divorced?
Will Matt get divorced? Will Nicole laugh at him?
Yes,
you guys want to play a game?
I love games.
Last time somebody said this, it ended very bloody.
Yeah,
it's not gonna end. It's not ending bloody this time. God damn it! Julie, play the fucking music.
Let's hope not.
Now we bring you a segment with more cringeworthy impersonations than a 3-hour block of Mad TV. It's Simply Quotable.
Time for Simply Quotable. This is the game where we will go around in a circle saying quotes from movies, and the other person will have to guess it. The first one to 3 wins. Last time we did this, Justin won, and me and Matt were forced to review a film called Torque. Which we will give our review.
The classic.
Torque. Classic Warner Brother movie.
We will give our review of Torque after this, but this time the loser of this game, or the losers of this game, will have to review the movie Baby Boy, starring Tyrese Gibson.
Directed by your boy, John Singleton.
John Singleton. We're just keeping it horrible.
We're keeping it it's fun.
We're going to go around in a circle, like I said before, and we're going to say quotes from films, and the other person has to guess it. I'm going to go to Matt. Matt's going to go to Justin. Justin's going to go to me. Are you guys ready to go?
I'm fully torqued.
Do I have to sign something?
Sign your life away. Give me your firstborn child. All right, Matthew, are you ready?
Yeah.
Evacuate? In a moment of triumph? I think you overestimate their chances.
Is that it?
That's it.
What the fuck?
That's it! I'm going for Delph this time.
Jesus Christ, you're out to get me. Evacuate at the moment of triumph?
Would you like me to say it again?
Yeah, say it in the proper way.
Okay. Evacuate? In our moment of triumph? I think you overestimate their chances.
I'd like to give a hint.
No hints. This is for Baby Boy. There's no hints.
Well, good.
No.
This Baby Boy is one of my favorite movies, so
It's
I don't know, man. It sounds like something from Star Wars, but I don't even know.
What is your answer?
Spaceball.
I don't know. Spaceballs, Justin said. I have no
Final
fucking,
answer.
I have no fucking clue.
I would not. Before DJ gives you the correct yes or no, do not follow what I say.
Justin is going. Justin is a challenger, not a. He is not a compatriot.
You had me thinking of Spaceball.
The Hunt for Red October. I don't know.
Incorrect. You should have went with your gut. The answer was Star Wars.
Oh, it was?
Moff Tarkin.
It did sound very Star Warsy.
That's Moff Tarkin. Yeah, Moff Tarkin
I'm a
says
fucking
it.
idiot. Peter fucking Cushing.
Peter Cushing.
God damn.
Peter Cushing. Hammer Films. Peter Cushing. All right, Matthew, your go.
Oh.
To Justin.
Well, fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Start off easy.
No, fuck you.
Oh. Mine
You won last time, goddammit. You're the target.
Yeah,
You're the
DJ's
target.
DJ's gonna get all the easy ones. I'm gonna get fucked with all these asshole ones that he gives me.
I gave you Star Wars: A New Hope.
I know,
it's
and I
one of the
almost
most
had it.
recognizable
I should
films
have had
ever. You actually did have it, and you changed your mind.
Oh,
Oh, you had it, man.
because Justin doesn't want to watch Baby Boy, my favorite movie.
Nobody wants to watch Baby Boy. My baby boy doesn't want to watch Baby Boy.
All right, here you go. Here you go, Jay.
Alright.
All right, pal. Haven't I been nice to you? I mean, I've been nice, right? I've complimented your cooking. You don't know who I am, so I'm gonna give you one last warning. Out of the fucking kindness of my fucking heart, don't fucking touch my car again.
Good luck to you, Justin.
Out of the kindness of my heart.
He has to put the fucking
kindness
Batman
of my fucking heart.
He has to put the fucking Batman hat on every goddamn time. Go ahead, Justin. Son of a bitch.
I'm kneeling down with the tweezers right now. Picking up.
He's Robin is just watching him.
Shards of hair.
Something's wrong with this crime scene.
This public bathroom has too much pubic hair in it.
How did you figure that one out, Batman?
Holy dick hair, Batman.
Is there? That's yelling, right? He's yelling at him, right?
At the end. The ending is shouting.
It's a newer movie, isn't it?
It's within the it's within the time frame.
4 years.
1970 and in 2014.
It's only 50 fucking years.
There's a graphic. I always thought it was a graphic sex scene.
Yeah.
It's 2010. Super.
Wow.
Oh, you fucking son of a bitch.
Has everyone seen that movie on this?
I have seen
Yes.
that. That's the movie where Ellen Page rapes a person.
Because it's all gushy.
I always think about that sex scene because they have that sex scene where he essentially she rapes him.
She
And
disclosures him.
She rapes
And then
him.
what happens to her, like right after that scene?
It's very. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Yeah,
James
that's what I'm
Gunn, by
saying.
the way.
It scarred me. That movie scarred me, and like a good
Yeah,
way.
I kind of fucked me up. I thought it was a
It made
dream
me think
sequence. I was like,
man, Ellen Page is fucking about it. Like, I want to get raped by her.
Yeah. Right?
Well, you'll never get raped by her because she
unless
doesn't
I
like you.
put a dress on and tuck my sack back. Then maybe you'll get lucky.
Pull a fucking Ted Levine, maybe you'll get in there. Here you go, Justin.
It's easy. You're a disease, and I'm the cure.
Really? Cobra.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you got for me? Yeah. Come on.
I said I'm doing easy ones.
All right. Cobra. You're the disease, and I'm the cure. Okay. 1-1-0. All right, now you ready?
I should have one.
You had one. You gave it up. All right. Who is this person who speaks to me as though I needed his advice?
Really? That's it?
That's it.
Who is this person as if I needed his advice?
You want me to do it again?
No, I think I got it.
Here's a clue. That's your clue. That's your clue.
God, this is gonna be a fucking long night. This person as if I needed his advice. I need like long passages or something like that, I think.
He's always on the doorstep. Matthew is always like right there on the door. You want me to read it one more time for you?
Yeah, sure, why not? For dramatic suspense.
Dun dun dun. Who is this person who speaks to me as though I needed his advice? Here's your clue.
That clue is actually very large.
That's a very big clue I'm giving you.
Maybe I'm getting dumb in my old age. I can't remember fucking movie quotes or something like that.
This is also a huge movie. This is not like one of these little throwaway movies. This is a big time movie. Everyone has seen it or heard of it.
It's won awards.
It's won awards. I'm coughing.
I can't even think right now.
Can I tell you what the guy looks like?
Sure.
It's a period piece. It's a third clue I'm giving you.
Can I say something, DJ?
No.
It's a period
Batman.
piece. There's so many period pieces. I think I'm just doomed to watch Baby Boy. I don't know. I honestly don't fucking know. I don't know.
All right, the guy's saying it has a white beard.
It's a white beard?
He has a white beard. That is true.
And he's got a pubic hair stuck in his throat.
He's got a pubic hair in his throat the whole movie. It keeps getting bigger and bigger.
The movie, when it was released on VHS, was 2 VHSs.
Yeah.
Right?
2 VHSs? I don't know. I can't even think right now.
In this movie, a lot of people have things on their faces.
The director of this film does not. The director. Do you give up?
I honestly don't fucking know.
The director of this film doesn't like your people because he doesn't like Jewish people. The movie is Braveheart.
Oh wow.
That is King Longshanks.
You know how long it's been since I fucking watched this fucking movie?
Braveheart?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Is like one of those,
I don't. The only thing I find quotable about Braveheart is like the fucking speech and the fucking end. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Fuck Braveheart.
I just like how Longshanks, as the movie progresses, he just keeps coughing and coughing until he dies.
See, I haven't seen fucking Braveheart in probably 10 years, if not longer.
Oh man.
Well, there's that.
I'm sorry.
Baby boy. Baby boy.
Baby boy it is.
I'm looking forward to watching Baby Boy actually now.
Don't look forward to it. Matthew, your go.
Okay. Here you go. This is grain, which any fool can eat, but for which the Lord intended a more divine means of consumption. Let us give praise to our Maker and glory to his bounty by learning about beer.
Oh, I know this. Wait, do I know this? Yes, I know this! Ah! I know this one! It doesn't matter because it's not my goal. Justin, your go.
It's usually how it goes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
Learning about beer.
I was racking my brain when I was on the treadmill like 2 days ago.
Trying to
This
figure out.
somehow came up.
It's a good quote.
Green. To eat?
You'll never know.
Grain in which to make beer with.
Green.
This movie actually has some like good quotes.
Yeah,
And I
this
was
movie
looking
he's
at the movie and I was like, this movie is pretty fucking quotable.
Oh, first off, this movie has one of the greatest quotes of all time. So don't even fucking get it twisted. Don't even get it fucking twisted, Stewart. Continue. I'll stand back here. Son of a bitch. Don't forget. There's an actor in this film that is in high regard to me.
Can I have the quote again?
This is grain, which any fool can eat, but for which the Lord intended a more divine means of consumption. Let us give praise to our Maker and glory to his bounty by learning about beer.
It sounds so familiar.
This is also a big film.
Yeah, this was big.
Is it?
Back in the day, this was like a big film.
This was a big film, yeah.
Back in the day.
It's got a. This might give it away if I say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
It kind of plays off of what you're saying, so yeah, I won't even say it again. It's got a few actors we hold in high regard.
Yeah, it does. Some we don't hold in high regard.
Yeah.
It's a movie I like.
I think you like it. I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
you probably like this film. I'm not sure how you feel about
People
this
give
film.
this movie shit, but I don't know why.
Sounds like Samuel Jackson saying that. No?
No.
Maybe.
We do hold him in high regard, though.
We do hold Samuel Jackson is held in high regard.
It's not Pulp Fiction, is it?
No.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Here's a humongous hint that will give it away. At least I didn't use a spoon.
Yeah, I could have said that. And it would have been good.
That would have given the whole fucking thing away. Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood.
Watched that maybe a month ago, too.
Whenever that movie's on, I end up watching a lot of it.
I like that film.
I like it a lot.
It's a good
film.
movie.
I like that movie. Even though Kevin Costner just said fucking English accent. I'm speaking like I'm fucking up from Iowa.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Him and Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Fuck me, he died it.
Fuck me, he cleared it.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm dying. I didn't watch that. I watched Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, well, close enough. Justin, your turn.
The better version. Pain don't hurt.
Roadhouse. Come on, you're giving me nothing. We're going reverse now.
We're flipping it.
Pain don't hurt. Come on,
need
man.
some help?
I'm the Roadhouse motherfucking master. Matthew will attest. I know my Roadhouse.
Oh, we'll fucking Roadhouse it out.
Oh, hold up now. Spin kicks, bitch.
Big fucking kicks. Throat ripping, spin kicks.
Throat rippage. I eat shit like you for breakfast, or whatever the fuck he said. I fuck guys like you in prison. Whatever the fuck he said.
Prepare to die.
Oh my god, holy shit. Okay. Justin is going to be your go, then you're going to go to Matt, and Matt's going to go to me. Freedom? You better flesh out your head, new guy. This isn't about freedom. This is a slaughter. I'm going to get my balls blown off for a word. My word's poontang.
Oh, come on now. You're giving shit away now.
That's the quote!
I know, it's an easy one.
That's the
Thanks,
easy one?
that should be my quote, motherfucker.
That's an easy one? That's a hard one.
That's an easy fucking one.
Of all the lines... All right, go ahead, Justin.
It's a war movie, you know?
Mm.
thinking Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, look at this fucking guy.
I couldn't.
Adam fucking Baldwin saying that shit.
Confirm it in my head.
I don't remember. I just watched this movie recently. I did not remember that line. I'm thinking every time I think of Full Metal Jacket, I think of fucking Arlie Ermy. I don't think of anything else.
It's the only movie.
I think Alabama Black Snake.
Alabama Black Snake.
I think I own that. Yeah, I own that movie on Blu-ray and HD, DVD, and DVD and VHS.
Damn, fucking trifecta.
Trifecta. All right, Justin, you have to go to Matthew now.
All right.
Will Matthew get on the board?
I don't know. Probably not. I'm getting fucked.
I don't want to give it. I don't know. Bitches leave.
Oh, come on. The greatest. This is the only quote Matthew knows.
See, I need, like, every once in a while, I need, like, a little fucking, like, nut. Squirrel got catch nut sometimes.
Dude, that's not even a nut. I think Matt wrote that line.
Bitches leave, the story of Matthew Stewart.
I told you. I'm only doing
Dude, I would love to have his novel. The novel, Bitches Leave. The greatest novel ever written, Bitches Leave, Matthew Stewart. A Tale of Matt.
A tale of me. Tale of me being
Bitches Leave. The whole book of this Bitches Leave over and over and over again, like fucking The Shining.
Old working don't make Matt a dull voice. It's old bitches who don't leave make Matt a dull voice. Like the fucking Shining sequel. Fucking RoboCop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, continue. Matthew, you go to me.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm pulling out something special for you. I had something for you, but I got something even more special for you.
It's 2-2-1. If I get this correctly, the game is over. And I won't have to watch another fucking horrible movie. On purpose, anyway.
Alright, here you go. Papa, your bitch ass ain't gonna do shit.
I wasn't expecting that.
That kind of caught me off guard.
Jesus, we're gonna have the fucking big guns for this.
Say it one more time.
Papa, your bitch ass ain't gonna do shit.
Bitch ass ain't gonna do shit. Wait a minute. I think I know what this movie is. Wait. Is this a black movie? I'm assuming this is a black movie.
I don't know if black people watch Popeye.
Is this fucking Baby Boy? This is Baby Boy, isn't it?
I tried to flip the fucking script on you.
Oh, come on! I've never seen Baby Boy, but I remember
I think you're gonna watch it again. So you can relive the goodness of this fucking movie.
Only thing I remember from Baby Boy is that fucking stupid ass line. I've never seen it. I've only seen bits and pieces, and that just happens to be one of the bits and pieces.
You can watch it.
No, I've survived. I win.
This has been Simply Quotable. Try not to think how long these guys worked on this. You'll sleep better at night.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I am the winner of this game, so that means that Matthew and Justin will be forced to watch and review Baby Boy by John Singleton.
I'm going to purposely find another Baby Boy, a movie that's called Baby Boy.
It's going to be about children.
One, yeah. I'm sure it's got to be out there.
If you can find another movie called Baby Boy that's not John Singleton, I will allow you guys to substitute.
If I find it, you're going to watch it.
It's got to be out there.
It's going to probably be some French flick with some weird shit happening.
Petit bébé.
Well, because last time we played this competitive game, me and Matt lost, so we have to review. So we're going to review that next. But before that, I'm going to play a commercial with a couple of talented women that sound a lot like Bond girls.
So this thing we want to do, what exactly is it?
I think it's a podcast.
I think he just made that word up.
Well, anyway, what would it be about?
It can be about those things we see in the things, with the pictures and the acting, and sometimes Ryan Gosling.
Oh, you mean films?
Yeah, those. We can talk about those. And Ryan Gosling.
And what would we call it?
Women who speak weirdly?
Ladies, young ladies, all the single ladies.
Oh, wait, I know. Oh, chicks with accents.
Yeah, and we could use that song from the Beatles and that movie, Across the Universe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen to the Across the Universe podcast.
Brought to you by the Chicks with Accents.
Available just about everywhere.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Now it's time for a brand new segment we're calling A Simplistic Reviewer Always Pays His Debts. Except if that debt is the $48.16 these dicks owe me in gas money. All I got was an I-O fuck you.
A brand new segment called A Simplistic Reviewer Always Pays His Debts. Matt and I, the last time we played competitive, lost and had to watch the film. You see what I'm doing with my fingers? These are called quotes. The film
Works perfect for
Pork.
radio.
Justin didn't get to watch it. He got to enjoy our horrible sadness.
I'm sure Justin watched it just to spite us. He's like, I took the time out to watch it. I didn't have to win. I won and I still watched the shit.
I might have watched it years ago.
It's something.
So Matt, do you want to explain the film?
Explain to me 2004's classic.
Oh man!
All right, so
probably 3-star out of 4.
At least
stars.
At least
They're all tattooed on Jamie Presley's
84-minute PG-13. Joseph Kahn directed.
Where do we fucking start with this movie? Where do we fucking even start?
It's about a gang member, right?
We start from the beginning. We start where it all starts, on the road.
Well, the beginning of this movie starts as a montage of insert shots.
Yeah.
the editor and this director, I think there's like their demo reel because they use like every fucking editing director trick I've ever seen.
Yeah, I use it in my demo reel too.
It looked like a Rob Cohen, Michael Bay, somebody else, fucking gangbang. Gangbang on screen.
The movie starts in the desert, doesn't it?
It starts on a lone desert highway. On a lone desert highway, there's 2 cars on the road. Then there's a guy on the motorcycle. Then he spins a sign in the air. Then he stops by a restaurant and gives a kid $1. And then he goes inside and takes a picture off the wall. Before he knows what hit him, the 2 guys in the car, they say, "Hey, bitch, we're gonna kick your ass. You better get your fucking ass out of here." And then comes his 2 biker buddies to help him beat up these bitches. And then the story gets weirder from there. And then Fred Astaire, Sticky Fingers from Onyx is there. That's there. I guess I could review the entire movie.
You know how easy it is for him because the movie is that simple. The guy arrived. The movie starts with him on a bike racing these 2 fast, because this is made by the people behind Fast and the Furious.
Triple X and every other movie. Yeah.
The difference is, in Fast and the Furious, Justin, when they push the NOS button, and they kind of go, you follow the NOS through the engine.
Yeah,
this one, you push the NOS button, and it goes through the engine, and then it goes through the person's eye.
Yeah.
Goes through the person's eye?
Yeah.
The eye. They show their eye for something. I'm like, wait,
they show their brain. They're
like it's slow motion.
Cranial cavity.
That CGI thing that Fast and the Furious does, where they hit the NOS.
It goes through the guy's eye.
Yeah, it goes through his eyeball.
Why?
For some reason. I
don't
know.
I need an answer.
Because
I don't know.
The future,
well, you lose now, DJ. You have to watch Baby Boy.
Yeah, unless you give us the meaning behind this whole INOS.
I have a question.
I want somebody to explain to me. He said, "I'm in a rush," because he goes to this diner on the end of the road. He gets a picture of him and his ex-girlfriend.
Well, we don't know who she is at the moment. She's like some chick.
And okay, first off, he looks like broke Matthew Modine. His girlfriend is named, one's named Ford, one's named Shane. Yeah. Who do you think is named Shane, and who do you think is named Ford?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you, Justin. Who do you think?
We're interviewing you about this movie now.
Shane's the girl.
Have you ever heard of a girl named Shane in your life?
Maybe. It was a dark time in my life.
Oh, boy. Yeah, anyway.
I was living on the streets. Doing a lot of cocaine.
I was living in the main streets of Camden.
Camden, yeah.
Anyway, he goes into town. He meets his ex-girlfriend. He has these two buddies. One's like the Spanish buddy, and the other's the Asian buddy who's banging Christina Milian.
Oh yeah.
Shrug.
I don't know how he said, "Hey, you want to come back to my hotel?" And she's like, yeah." And yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, I know. If only it was that easy.
She's an easy girl, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's apparently on the run from the guy from Fast and the Furious.
Well, no. He just got out of jail. 6 months. Because they keep mentioning 6 months ago. 6 months ago this. 6 months ago that. 6 months ago apparently was a very dark time.
Yeah. He I guess he was making this motorcycle deal with the guy from the first Fast and the Furious. Vin Diesel's friend that didn't like Paul Walker, Chupa from Blade 2. He's playing essentially the exact same role he played in the Fast and the Furious. In the Transporter. He's the same fucking guy.
Yeah. No
and Jamie Presley is his girlfriend, who is covered with tats. And if you would have told me that wasn't Jamie Presley, I would have believed you, because there's nothing Jamie Presley about this performance.
Jamie Presley's in this movie?
Yeah,
she is the bad girl.
She's the bad girl. Yeah.
Yes.
What was her name?
Tattooed bitch. I have no fucking idea.
It's probably like another guy name. It's probably like Dylan or something.
It's probably like Chains or some shit.
It's Chet.
I got it right here. You know what her name was?
What?
China.
There you go.
Okay. Shrug.
Yeah, China with a Y, I'm sure.
Let's talk about.
This isn't Biker Boys.
Let's talk about Adam Scott in this
movie.
Oh yeah,
the random Adam Scott appearance where he plays kind of like the pseudo. He's an FBI agent who kind of has telepathy.
No, no, he has no telepathy. He's just
he goes up to a telephone. Well, yeah, he's always stoned, I guess. But he walks up to the phone that Ford used. There's a scene where Ford calls him on the phone. He was like, "Hey, you got to come here to do this." He's like, "All right, I'll bring my partner with me." And then he walks up to the phone and hears Ford's voice through the phone. And then he goes like, "I know where he is." And then they get back in the car and go to Ford.
Sounds like there's a plot hole.
I don't think that was telepathy. I think that was just bad writing.
I like to say it's telepathy. I think it makes the story make a little more sense.
I think this movie. It's just like watching a long. We're trying to describe the plot, but it's just all over the place to the point where you're just watching a very long music video.
Yeah.
Where crazy edits and they do like a vertigo shot with God, we forgot. Ice Cube.
Oh yeah,
Ice Cube
he shows up in the first like 5 minutes.
How angry is Ice Cube in this movie?
He's pretty angry.
He's pretty fucking angry.
He's as angry as I've seen him in a while.
Ever seen him?
I always rate my Ice Cube performances based upon of how angry he is.
He's about a level under 22 Jump Street.
Okay.
He's like right there.
Looking at a 7.
It's probably like a 7.5 because Fred Joe's his brother, so that would make me an automatic 7. Fred Joe was my brother.
He seems more angrier though in this film.
Yeah, because he thinks Matthew Modine is like an asshole to him, or he did something to him.
He did something 6 months ago to him because everything.
Whatever happened 6 fucking months. Yeah. Whatever this movie is, I want to see the 6 months ago version.
I want to see pre-twerk.
Pre-twerk. But then there's this great scene with Ice Cube. Speaking of which, where he's in a car.
Why is he in a car? This is about motorcycles.
Well, this is when he's chilling.
He's chilling now, Justin.
Guys, listen.
Oh, is this the limo scene you're talking about?
This is the limo scene where he's with Faison Love. Yeah. And they're talking about how they're going to get Ford, the broke Matthew Modine motherfucker.
Yeah, he's talking to Fred Star.
He's talking to Fred Star. And Ice Cube's girlfriend says to him, he says to him in the most dismissively angry way, I love you.
I love you. It's like, bitch, get my bottle. Did he ask for his bottle or something?
I don't even know what the fuck. I was laughing too hard because the girl just says, I love you.
Oh, yeah. It's like, he's like, bitch, shut up. It's like, I love you.
Shut up, bitch.
Like, get my bottle.
I guess that's his girlfriend.
In the beginning, did you guys notice when 4 drives past the road sign or what it said?
I know it spins
around.
What
did it say?
It spins around, it says something.
Well, I don't know. What does it say?
It says cars suck.
Oh.
Here's the thing. This movie it's made by the people who made...
This movie has more cars than bikes.
See,
but here's the thing about it is, this is made by the people who made Fast and the Furious, and this movie shits on Fast and the Furious. There's a scene where the guy goes
life 1/4 mile at a time.
And the girlfriend goes, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Like, fuck I'm like, you, Fast and the Furious.
It's essentially like if you're watching Battleship and somebody goes, that's more than meets the eye, and somebody goes, you're a fucking retard.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you suck my Battleship. That's stupid.
It's like, what do you? It shits on its own origins.
Yeah,
it shits on its own.
To be fair, that's the funniest thing about it. I think.
I respect that.
I mean, the film. Oh, and if you take a shot, if you're watching this film, every time somebody throws something to somebody else,
there's a lot
because it happens. Yeah. Hold my gun. Here's my keys. Here's my phone. Here's my dog.
It's like, I'm going to throw you my gun, catch it, hopefully, because guns don't weigh anything.
Because everybody's so cool, they can't hand shit to people. They gotta throw it. So Christina Milian is throwing shotguns with the other Spanish guy,
which is dangerous.
Which is really dangerous,
normally,
right?
If it's not handled by a professional.
Yeah.
Oh God! And then the girlfriend, who you want to talk about that, but she has the worst insults I've ever heard ever. Like her comeback lines are like, "This guy's trying to beat her up," and she hits him with a muffler and goes, "You shouldn't really pick on girls."
Yeah.
And it's like it's played for like this moment, like it's supposed to be like the coolest line ever. And I'm like,
oh, that was the part where they're going through the forest, right?
The palm trees.
Yeah,
and then she's fighting somebody else, and I think it was Jamie Presley. And Jamie Presley says, "Hey, Jamie Presley says something to her, and she hits Jamie Presley and goes, 'No, you did, bitch.'"
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, all of her lines make no sense. Like
cat fight, huh?
Yeah,
it's not really a cat fight.
A bike cat fight.
It wasn't even a bike cat fight. It was a product placement bike cat fight.
Because Pepsi Mountain Dew fight.
It was the Pepsi. Okay, the reason we say that is because they cut to one of, they're both on each side of the screen, and Jamie Presley's in front of the largest Pepsi sign you've ever seen on her bike. Then they cut to the girlfriend, Shane, and she's in front of the largest Mountain Dew sign they ever seen. And they keep cutting back and forth when they're talking.
This sounds like the most realistic thing, though. Out of everything you guys say, this is the most realistic part.
Well, they were doing karate on the bikes as they were riding next to each other, which was pretty alarming. And Adam Scott is popping pills and shooting people, and he's apparently, spoiler alert, the bad guy.
Yeah, he's Twist. He's the guy who's doing stuff.
Yeah,
damn it! You ruined the film for me.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
Then
he became mayor of Minnesota somewhere. Then he went to Pawnee, Indiana.
No, he actually got blown up by methane in a gas tank. But then,
that was his past life.
There's a point in this movie where Dane Cook just shows up.
He shows up a few times. And it's like, why are you having Dane Cook in here?
It's a guy. It's a guy I just do not like.
I'm gonna explain what happens to you in this scene, Justin. The big bad guy, Chupa, he's talking with Jamie Presley, acting all
King Koopa.
Whatever, King Koopa.
He's
acting all big. No, his name is the most non-scary name ever. His name is Henry.
Oh, it's Henry. It's like Henry. Yeah, Hank.
Henry's the bad guy.
I got your drugs, Henry.
Henry can be kind of scary if Henry's your uncle that molested you at the parties when you were 5.
Well, this is more like the uncle that
it's someone that bought you cool presents like at Christmas. So he's like,
anyway,
Game Boy.
Yeah,
he's essentially they're like plotting their next move against Ford. And then Dane Cook shows up with his girlfriend.
He's like, hey, I got a bike. Take a picture?
Can I take a picture of you guys? He's doing Dane Cook shit. Yeah. And this is the thing I don't understand. Matt, answer me this question.
All right.
Dane Cook runs up to Chupa, Henry, and he goes, I want to take a picture of you guys. So then they cut, and then Henry and Jamie Presley actually move from their location to a dock to take the photo.
Yeah, so they're playing
These are the villains.
Yeah.
Dane Cook goes to take the photo, and then Henry punches him and takes the camera. Why would you move somewhere to pose if you're just going to fucking punch him in the first place?
He's the bad guy.
But why? Punch him when he said take a picture.
Henry's the bad guy?
Yeah, Henry's...
Transporter?
Yeah,
Henry's the bad guy. You've seen him a million times.
He always plays...
He's in the first Fast and the Furious movie.
Well, this is the movie he's known for, though.
Yeah. This is horrible. And other than the soda fight, again, it's very hard to describe what this movie's about. There's double crosses. I don't know who's on whose side. I don't even care.
Why is there a bad guy? What's the bad guy's whole point?
Well, he's hiding drugs in his bike. Yeah, but Ford has his bikes.
Transporting drugs.
Yeah, instead of Asian women this time, he's transporting drugs.
Oh, and Henry frames Ford for the murder of Ice Cube's brother. That's why Ice Cube was trying to kill Ford. Because Henry
that's just
strangles Fedro with a bike chain from his own bike.
That we forgot that it was even a thing because they cut a bike chain off. He cut the bike chain off his own bike.
His own bike to strangle somebody with.
Strangled somebody.
Does he drive a Ford motorcycle?
No, he rides a motorcycle.
He drives a Kawasaki. No, he actually at the end he drives that bike that goes so fast.
Oh yeah,
Too Furious? Is it Too Furious?
No. It's like a fucking it's a fucking Excite bike.
Right? It's like a jet engine bike. And
it's a jet engine bike. It's a jet engine bike. Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it, but it goes as fast as a jet engine. It can
outrun fire, and it can outrun like reality.
Did you guys watch the widescreen or full screen edition?
We watched the widescreen, of course.
Nice.
We're not idiots.
I'm not going to get cheated for any. No. I want that 4:3 shit. I want 16:9.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just making sure. I was a little worried you guys might have missed something.
No, actually, it was funny.
You got everything.
When I bought Torque, this widescreen edition was cheaper than the full screen edition.
The widescreen was?
Yeah, the wide. I guess people are
stupid. Because people are stupid. They go,
it's like, I'm missing stuff at the top.
There's bars up there. Yeah. It gets on my nerves.
So it was good. I saved $1. I paid $2.99 for this movie.
And you got the better version of a shitty film.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I'm going to get a shitty movie, I'm going to get the best I can get.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If I had to give a final thought, I have to... This film gave the biggest middle finger to my sensibilities. Bigger than Transformers... Bigger than Need for Speed, bigger than Battleship. It's a humongous middle finger, and I can't even be mad at it because it's just a long music video. That's all it is.
Let me ask each of you, what's your one-word review?
Ponderous.
Thank you.
I'm going to call it, it's onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia?
Yeah. Boom pow, bang.
I had a headache. I had a headache after watching this movie, and if you watch this movie, you will.
The one thing the one good thing about this movie is that it was only 83 minutes.
It's 83 minutes long.
Yeah, so
it felt like 3 hours.
At least it's shortish. You
know? It's not short in the terms of it doesn't feel short, but when it's done, you'll be like, okay, I can still do something with my day. Yeah. like I didn't waste my entire life watching this. It just felt like I was wasting my entire life watching this.
Yeah.
So awful.
I don't know. There's Torque for you.
Oh God. Anyway, yes. So let's do TV roundup. Justin, what did you see this last... What have you been watching this month?
Nothing.
Television. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
You've been watching stuff because you're watching the same show I'm watching.
What show's that, DJ?
You're watching Tyrant, aren't you?
Tyrant? I'm watching Tyrant? Nah, yes, I gave up on that.
Am I the only one watching Tyrant?
Yeah, I gave up
at this point, yeah.
I tried. That actor, just all the actors,
which one? Which actor are you talking about?
The main actor just is so
Arab Jean Reno or
no, he's the only good actor, and the girl, his wife, is the only sexy thing, and then the good guy, I guess you could say, he gets on my nerves, and his wife gets on my nerves. Like, I don't know if it's the dialogue or what, but that actor is so plain.
I'm gonna.
There's no emotion in his words either. You know,
I'm gonna clue you in on something that happened to that show. You watched the first couple episodes.
Oh yeah, I was watching. A lot.
The last couple episodes. I must have got a show note because his kids don't exist anymore unless they got murdered off screen. They're nowhere on. 2 episodes they haven't been on at all. They haven't mentioned them. I don't even know where the fuck they are at all. Nowhere to be found.
I'll start watching it again. We got rid of the kids. That was like the biggest God, that's like always the biggest issue for me. Like with Homeland, it's like get rid of the kids. The kids do not belong in the show.
Yeah, I didn't like his wife. I didn't like the girl from Serenity, and I love her on Serenity, but her character on Homeland, that just angered me.
You know, we're getting trailers and stuff for new seasons and whatnot, but no, I mean, I'm trying to watch The Leftovers, but I just feel like I'm wasting my time for some reason. I don't get it. I cannot connect with that show.
I haven't watched one episode.
I've been enjoying it.
I watch it vicariously through Matthew because I don't watch the show.
No,
I don't know. I've liked it. I mean, at least it's something to make me think a little bit.
I guess. I just it's not bad. It's kind of like Hell on Wheels. Like I've tried watching that. And like Hell on Wheels is like a really well done show.
That show should be so much better than it is.
And I want it to be so good. Like I think we all want a good Western show, but that show it's so weak.
You'll get a better Western out of Justified than you'll get out of the actual Western Hell on Wheels.
I know that's a shame.
Oh, and Hell on Wheels it has good actors in it too.
It looks beautifully done. It's beautifully done. Everything's great about it. The actors are great. I think the main guy looks like a classic character, like you would get from a movie or something. But it just does not, for some reason, work for me. And I'll be on late at night, just going through, and it's on, and I'll watch it. I'm just like, this is a shame. I mean, this is the same station that gave us Mad Men and Breaking Bad and shit. So. I feel like we're missing.
Is Common still on that show?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he's probably the only good thing about it.
He's an actor, as far as I know.
If they killed him off.
I know Cole Meany was on it for a while too. I don't know if he's still on it.
Yeah, I only saw the first episode, and I was like, "This is not what I thought it was." And it's not. It's like it was trying to be Deadwood, but it wasn't.
It's kind of got like a Wild Wild West Deadwood Carnival fucking. I don't know.
It feels more like Carnival than Deadwood, though. It's like it's not embracing its Western roots to me. I don't
and its
know.
Production value is like second to none. Yet when I watch it, I feel like it's a poor man's version of a Western TV show. Like that should be on.
Maybe we're just Western snobs. I'm a big Western snob. You gotta get the tone, and the tone for that show just never.
It looks too steampunky for me. That's my problem. I think. Reminds me of like a steampunk version, like a steampunk without the steampunk. I don't know.
So it's not steampunk.
Yeah, so it's like zero.
Matthew, have you been watching anything? Have you been watching anything on television?
I mean, Justin brought up Leftovers. I guess we talk about. I mean, I know you just say you can't get into it. Just I can see why it's kind of. It's kind of a, I don't know. I mean,
reviews that I've seen of it has just been like it's
up and down.
Hard to get through.
It is. It takes a lot, kind of, because some of the characters in it, I'm just not into. Like Justin Theroux's fine in it. I don't mind him. I think he's okay. His daughter, I cannot fucking stand. It's like
here we go again. See, children.
Boy, another fucking
get rid of the kid.
This girl is just she's like Kristen Stewart. Annoying and it's like a super emo version of Kristen Stewart. I forgot the actress's name, but she just isn't doing it for me. Like I hate characters like that. Just the way they're written is kind of really irks me. Probably the best part of it is probably Christopher Eccleston. I think he's the fucking best part of and
Eccleston's on that show.
Yeah, he's a priest.
Oh God, that's the only reason I like him a lot.
And there's one episode where
he's good.
The one. Did you see the episode that kind of centered all around him, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
That was like what the third episode.
Yeah, I watched that on HBO Go.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the season. There's been 5 episodes, so that's been the best episode so far. Even though this past week was pretty good too, but. This past week,
why doesn't Eccleston work?
I don't know.
I mean,
I think he does. We just don't recognize it. He was in Thor 2, and
they didn't even use him.
You can't you didn't really realize it was him. Almost.
The biggest flaw of Thor 2 is that they said the villains sucked because they never use. You got Eccleston, use him.
Yeah.
You never even used him. Eccleston could have fucking tore that movie up.
They underused him.
Yeah, I don't know. He's one of those actors who's really good, but he just doesn't get the gigs or the proper gigs to use him with.
He's a television Vigo. Mortensen.
Yeah, I mean, if they only used him more, I guess you'd be perfect. But I mean, I like the show overall, and the last episode was pretty brutal. The opening scene was like, holy fuck, that kind of got my attention. But the rest of the episode was very kind of. it's just it's Damon Lindelof, so it's got that Lost kind of philosophy.
That's why that's the main reason.
Which I don't
why
mind. I don't mind that, but at the same time, you gotta throw me a bone every once in a while with something.
To me, it's like right now, I don't have any free time to like just sit down and invest time into a TV show, and if it's not going to give me anything that the investment I'm given, if it's not giving me a good return, I just turn it off. And it's a shame because there's a lot of shows that are probably the same way, and I invest more into it because I have free time. But now it's like if I watch The Leftovers, I'm like, okay, I get it, I'm done. All right, I'll come back to it later.
Yeah, and but the other one's Strain. The Guillermo del Toro thing on FX. I watched the pilot. I liked the pilot the first time watching it, but then going back and watching it again, I was kind of like, I don't know.
Disappointed.
Like I'm just kind of over that. I'm over this whole like pseudo vampire conspiracy. It reminds me a lot of Blade 2, which I like, but it's like Blade 2 and Underworld kind of combined with this Outbreak element to it as well. So it's like Outbreak, Blade 2, and Underworld. And I don't know.
See, I've been watching The Strain too. I think I'm all caught up with that show as well.
What, 3 episodes, right?
I think
so. Yeah, I think this past Sunday. This would be the 4th episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem I think with The Strain is, unless they're playing the long game, they got characters, storylines going on that literally have at least right now to me have nothing to do with anything. Yeah. Like they're not even hinting at them doing anything. Like they have Kevin, the guy who played Blob in the X-Men Wolverine movie.
Oh yeah.
I think his name is Kevin Durant or Kevin Durand.
Yeah, he was in Smoking Aces and he was in Lost. Big dude. Ironically enough.
Yeah. He killed Linus's daughter.
Yeah.
He's like an exterminator. And we're following him walking around. I'm like, why am I following this plot? I mean, the last episode he was on, they had a little bit of a hint that something was going down, but it was... there's whole scenes with him, like, inspecting restaurants and, like, leaving. And I'm just like, why the fuck do we even go here? What was the point of that? Are we going to go back to why? Is he a vampire? There's no hints to anything. A lot of these scenes of that show could just be cut out. Unless they have... something that's going to pay off way down the line. But man, they're doing a really either shitty job hinting at it or such a good job that you don't even fucking notice what the hell this that you're watching has to do with the main purpose of the show. His scenes and the Spanish guy, because at least he worked the Spanish gangster guy. He kind of worked for the vampire for a little bit. But there's others. I think he's going to hook up with the guy from Game of Thrones and Harry Potter.
What's his name? The vampire. He kind of reminds me like a Van Helsing
vampire
type,
hunter
character.
He's cool. I like his storyline.
Yeah, I like that.
If they focused on him, like Corey Stoll is like the CDC guy, and he's trying to figure it out. What the hell's going on. But I don't give a shit about his kid. Again, we go back to kids.
Yeah, God, we fucking hate kids on this show.
We hate children.
You got a kid, but don't want it.
But his storyline is the most you've seen it before storyline ever. He's the father that works too much, so working off a divorce, and the mom wants to get the kid from him because he's never around for the kid because he's working to save the world and she can't understand it. I've seen that plot a billion fucking times. I don't care. I just want to solve the fucking mystery. She's getting mad at him because he went to work. She turns in the news and sees there's a humongous outbreak at the airport. Yeah, your husband's doing that. Why would you be mad at him? If my spouse was working on one of the biggest fucking outbreaks in the airport, I'd be like, you're never around. Fuck those people. You should be taking care of yourself. I mean, he's not like he's at the bar chilling. He's working. I never understood that storyline that they use.
It's a very
always.
I don't know. It's a strange plot device that keeps popping up, and it makes women look stupid.
Dumb.
It makes them look sorry, ladies, whoever's listening to this, but.
No, it's not. Don't feel sorry. Women aren't like that in real life.
Yeah,
no, it's the fact
television
that they're using it all the time.
Trope. Yeah, use it like women are that stupid. Women aren't that stupid. If they realize that you're an important person and you're saving people's lives, they'll fucking understand. They're not gonna hold it against you and hold it up to ransom. I don't understand that shit. It's crazy. But that show is, it's meh. It's like it's not utilizing its potential.
It takes a lot out of me to even watch it. I'm just kind of like, oh god. I don't know. I feel like it is a vampire. I feel like it is sucking my life away.
You were so psyched for that show when it first came out.
It's Guillermo del Toro. It's Carlton Cuse. I'm like, yeah, it's got some fucking power behind it. But
I didn't even know Corey Stoll was in it until the show started. I had no idea.
That fucking toupee is awesome.
That wig he has on is amazing.
And promo-wise, it looked really good.
Yeah. I like the promos. Look really cool.
It's just like the other show, Tyrant, where to me, I liked the way they edited that, the music, everything. I was like, well, this is interesting, and this looks different. And then I watch it, and I'm like, oh, great, it's the same shit I've seen before. And just like you were saying, and like the girl, the wife in it, the white girl, she's so fucking stupid. It makes no sense to me. Like, how can you be that stupid? You know nothing. You literally have blocked.
She's never heard of the Middle East, apparently.
No. Is it safe?
The Middle East. Why don't you just ask them to stop? They're terrorists, honey. What the fuck?
It's been going on for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I mean, before you were born, they were blowing each other up. After we were dead, guess what?
It just goes back to lazy writing for a character that really doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. That Tyrant to me is kind of like Gotham, because I don't see how that show lasts longer than 3 seasons. I don't get it. Like, where could Tyrant go 5 seasons from now? Where is it?
I don't really.
To me, it feels like it's going to be a miniseries.
Yeah.
Is it a miniseries? Because I don't see how this is going to go on for more than 1 season.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same question I had for 24. They were going to do something at Comic-Con, and nothing ever happened, from what I understand. So I was kind of hoping we get an answer.
A lot of people were head faking at Comic-Con, like, we're going to show something.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not going to show anything. Fuck it, we're out of here. Here comes Shazam. Here comes this Dwayne The Rock Johnson was there promoting Hercules. Could have just brought him up. Nah, forget it.
And he's saying, like, hey, something's gonna happen. It's gonna come out. I'm gonna tell you who I'm playing.
But yeah, the Strange show. I mean, I think we're just spoiled because we're coming off of Fargo, and this is the replacement for Fargo, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And it's Tyrant and Strain, I guess, and both of them together are nowhere near quality as these 2 shows. And they have good cast, good producers. It's just middling. There's nothing.
There's nothing really good on TV right now.
There is one show that you guys still don't watch that I keep trying to make you watch. It's very good, but you guys don't like it for some reason, or you've never seen it. Suits is awesome. I don't know. You guys don't watch Suits. You're in the minority, my friend. It's a very good TV show. If you like lawyer shows,
it's on my list. It's on my list of things to do.
If I had to pitch you the show really quick, imagine if Tony Stark was a lawyer. That's essentially the fucking show. Harvey Specter is as cool and as badass as Tony Stark, and he has an associate who has a photographic memory, and he fakes his way in being a lawyer. But that photographic memory shit, it seems like it was a gimmick they used in the first season. They haven't brought it up for 2 seasons because the show, essentially, it grew past its gimmick to where we don't give a fuck about his memory. We just care about the characters. That's when you know your show is good. When you can essentially abandon the gimmick and still be great. Which, I mean, that's the only show that I've been watching for this past month that has been like, okay, good. Every episode's just as good as the last one. It's bringing me through because I've got, if it's Strain and Tyrant, and I got nothing left. There's nothing out there for me. It's a wasteland. I'm Mad Max crawling in the desert.
Not the only one. Yeah. Not the only one.
Oh boy! All right, Matt, you want to give everybody our information?
All right, we are Simplistic Reviews. You can check us out at www.simplisticreviews.blogspot.com. Check us out on. I'm trying to figure out what order I should go in here. Let's go Twitter. We are on Twitter at SRBlogspot. We tweet pretty regularly and do stuff that people on Twitter do. Twitter. Yeah,
dick pics.
It's called tweeting, Matt. It's called tweeting.
Dick pics.
Yeah,
dick pics. There will be no dick pics. There is a dick pic.
At SR blog. At SR dick pic.
Do not know the SR blog spot.
Hashtag,
God damn it.
Hashtag SR dick pic.
No, there is no dick pic associated
That's our
with
blog
this
spot. If you're searching out for dick pics, don't go on Twitter because I don't think they're out there.
Yo,
Anyway.
that's a black hole you do not want to go down.
You do not.
And the dick pics will be coming.
Yeah.
Here they come.
You gotta get famous somehow.
Oh God, that's not the way. That is not the way.
It's the only way sometimes. So Twitter at SRBlogspot. We are on YouTube. You can check out our YouTube videos, podcasts, all that good stuff. YouTube.com/Simplistic Reviews and the number 1. We are on Facebook. Search Simplistic Reviews on Facebook. You'll find our stuff there. We're on Letterboxd, Simplistic Reviews, or SR Blogspot. I always forget which one it is, but we review movies whenever we get a chance on there. We have our app. We have the Simplistic Reviews app. You can find that in the Amazon Marketplace, or you can just download it as a web app on your smartphone, on your iPhone, Android device, whatever. If you're still using those brick phones, you might be able to find it on that. Dial like 911 or 411. You might be able to find.
Just ask for the Simplistic Reviews app.
Yeah, I guess that's what they said. Hey, I'm looking for Simplistic Reviews. It's like, yeah, you're an idiot for using your phone. It's like, oh, it's cool.
You're under arrest.
I'm playing out this whole weird scenario, this drug dealer fantasy in my head with your brick phone. And currently, right now on on the main website, we are working in conjunction or collaborating with the another website, Slaughter Film. It's 2 guys, Corey and Forrest, and they're out of Pennsylvania, and they do mainly horror stuff, horror, exploitation, B movies. Pretty much anything that's kind of like I don't want to say low grade cinema, but just not. It's mainly horror. So they do a great job there. They have their weekly podcast. You can find their podcast every week. But we are working on something called the Action Movie Time Machine. They're providing reviews on our site for action movies, mainly weird action movies. The first one up there right now is. Was it Showdown in Little Tokyo, starring Dolph Lundgren and the late Brandon Lee. And we are providing them reviews of really shitty horror movies called The 7 Levels of Netflix, where we're unfortunately reviewing really horrible fucking movies on Netflix that are in the horror section.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking struggle.
It can be a struggle.
I think we got the raw end of this deal.
Well, it'll be worth it in the long run, maybe. I doubt it, though. But our first review's on their website. It's at slaughterfilm.com. It's for the movie Night Scare, starring the voluptuous Elizabeth Hurley from 1994. The movie is shit. But what?
And if you go to the main website, you can click on the banners, and there'll be a bookmark almost. You can click on, it brings you right to this.
Yes, sir.
Or we added the hashtags. If you just do the hashtag SS Reviews.
I forgot about
on
that.
Twitter.
Yeah,
you can catch them there.
You can use dick pic too.
No.
You can hashtag dick pic and hashtag SR Reviews.
Yeah, just dick pics those to the SS
if I see one dick pic in the next month, I swear to God.
We got tit pics too. PM us. PM us and we'll show you dick pics.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, bitch, baby boy. Popeye's a bitch.
You bitch ass ain't doing shit.
Bitch ass fucking Popeye. Eating fucking spinach. And we didn't mention this, but go out and see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
if you don't, you're a fucking idiot.
Come on, first off, if you're not watching Guardians of the Galaxy, kill yourself.
Just
kill yourself.
Murder yourself.
Don't see Expendables.
You know what I would do if I were you? Kill myself.
Take a deep breath and then hold it.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath and hold it.
Until you turn blue like Yondu.
All right. Well, for Dick Pic and Baby Boy.
Okay, Baby Boy.
I'm Popeye. Thanks for listening. Popeye, your bitch ass ain't doing shit.
Thanks for listening to the Simplistic Reviews podcast. So, Allison Williams from Girls is going to play Peter Pan in NBC's second made-for-TV musical. You know what's even more interesting than that? Anything. Absolutely f***ing anything. Look, I don't know her, but she seems about as likable as throat cancer. I'd rather see Brian Williams play Peter Pan than Allison Williams. Hell, I'd even take Billy D. Why are we still making made-for-TV musicals anyway? Did I slip, bump my head and wake up in 1957?